Good afternoon, this is Colton from Shoutout here in NostalgiaCon at 2026. Right over beside me we have Mr. Lee. How are you doing?
Hey, what's going on, guys? Daniel Curtis Lee, aka Cookie from Nickelodeon's Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide with these guys.
Hey, I'm Lindsey Shaw, Mose from Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide.
And hi, I'm Devon Werkheiser, Ned.
Yes.
Excellent. We're here today to get some tips and tricks on the inside that's going to help beginners launch their career into voice acting. One of the things that we get a common question is the health routine. We know that the routine is important and your health as well. Yeah. But of course, people along the way has those challenges when they get sick or when they're doing projects after projects and their throat and they're trying to figure out how to take care of those challenges. What are some of the health routines that you do?
I mean, warm tea is always great for me, It's not the healthiest routine, but I do want to speak to breathing, breath control. It matters so much, and you got to do a little cardio. It feels fun, sitting on your couch and watching TV, but make sure you're out there doing a little bit of cardio so that you can come be your best when it's time for you to perform.
Love that.
Excellent.
Yeah, the voice is an instrument, and I have to make sure I don't talk too much in the days leading up to like a job, because just me talking is like using my voice a lot. So yeah, you kind of got to monitor. You got to like treat it like an instrument and just know how it gets tired, why it gets tired, and everyone's different. My voice gets hoarse from doing nothing. Like I know this about my voice. Some friends, they can stay up late, they can party, they can yell, and their voice is fine. So I don't know, get to know your voice and what it requires. Yeah.
One of the things that's very common is starting at home. They have the studios that you're trying to figure out what equipment that they're trying to go for. What are some of the equipment that you actually use when you kind of started?
Well, the stuff that works, Dan.
Yeah, Dan.
I mean, you got so many different mics, man, out there. I just say try to stick with good brands, man. You find you a good Rode, you're kind of in there. It's not the SMB 47. What's the?
Yeah.
The podcast
Can I
mics
just say
that we
really
use.
quick? This is so funny because Dan has had a technical issue each time that we have shot the pod. Well, for over 3 years now.
Oh, dude.
So, sir,
yes.
Is that the mic you're using?
No, I mean, mixers. All right, guys, just make sure it's plugged in. I think that's the lesson I'm still learning to this day. All right?
Yeah, a good tip for life, guys, is just when you're hearing advice from someone, make sure they have credibility in the answer that they're giving you. Because this man might tell you about some technical stuff, but he's Mr. Technical Difficulties, so...
Mr. Technical Difficulties
my middle
is your
name,
DJ
yes.
name. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if you should be listening.
Yeah, the SM7B, though, that's what we use for our podcast, so we'll give you that.
SM7B, and then like a classic interface at home is the Scarlett, just the Scarlett whatever. It's what everyone has. Yeah, the Focusrite. That's just a good interface to, plug in your mic and have gain and be ready.
But make sure it's plugged in, all right? And you got to go in settings and make sure you select that mic, because sometimes it's going to be just your laptop mic, okay?
We've been doing a podcast once a week for 3.5 years.
Double check.
Still had an issue last week. We're fine. We're fine. Everything's fine.
Are we?
And solving those challenges are always a teamwork effort. I can see how you guys are all involved with everything.
Together. We struggle together,
Teamwork makes the dream work is what
That's
they say,
right?
Exactly. Well, one of the things we get feedback from all the time is trying to figure out resources. Like, what are some of the things that get you in the right step direction? How do you try to filter all this stuff that you hear on the internet versus what actually truly works, or to get you going with that? We know that a lot of people talk about networking, and that was one of the biggest things out there. What do you have to say about that?
Yeah, man, we live in a weird time. Look, we grew up in an older version of Hollywood and LA before the advent of social media and the internet and how connected everybody is. If you're interested in doing this stuff, you live in a very unique time where things are decentralized on social media. So I hate that it's what all of us have to do, but like, if you want to start, you start there and try and find a network and community online. Definitely try and find a network in person, because that's really where jobs happen. That's where community happens, like, is people that you know doing it. Like, find your community, find a class in town, find other people doing it and get to know. But online, man, you could be connected with people from all over the world doing this. So, I don't know, get creating.
Well, thank you so much for that. And one of the things we get as well is education, right? Some people actually goes and proceed into education while others do not. How do you kind of feel about that? How do you try to get the experience? Or do you feel like there's been challenges in schools that were lacking, providing that, and you had to reach out to your own resources to kind of get that? Or like, which way did you guys have to go for it?
Yeah, it's not in schools.
Well, yeah, resources, guys. You gotta you gotta dedicate yourself to it and go out and invest in yourself a lot of times.
Yeah.
Schools might have some resources that you could utilize, and that's always great. But it's gonna take you having that drive, locking in, doing the research yourself to find out what you need, and just dive in. Once you start putting one foot in front of the other towards your goals, things will really start falling into place.
And let me just say, there is no one path. There is no one path for anybody to do this in any capacity. How we made it is different for each of us, and somehow we're here together. How you might make it is going to be different. Like, everyone in this convention can give you advice on how they went about it, but like, your path is going to be your path. So yeah, the big thing is just like getting in the game, investing in yourself, starting to create, starting to find people, and then your path, if it's meant to be, will light up. And if it's not meant to be, it's not your fault. It's like winning the lottery.
And also, just don't wait for someone else. Dev always says, don't wait for the cavalry, because it's not going to come.
Yeah.
You really have to believe in yourself and just lock in. And you might feel like you're doing it wrong. Good. Keep doing it wrong a bunch of times, and then you'll get it right.
One day, still hoping.
Everything worth doing is worth failing at.
Failure does bring to success as you learn from that lesson and you fix it from there.
The fastest way to success is failing.
Yes.
So, otherwise, you're just waiting on the sidelines.
When
like,
does the success come?
It's like, I'm still working on that part.
Feels like it.
The fastest way
Fail
to
more.
failure is standing next to me.
You can't spell failure without you.
Yes, that's right. Hey, you can't. That's great. That's a bar, bro.
And if you had to summarize of at least maybe 3 to 5 key points that's important for people who are trying to get into acting, voice acting, what are some of the things you guys have in mind?
What,
3 to 5 key things about getting into acting, voice acting.
I think you have to be practicing your voices at all times. It might be annoying to your friends. That's how you're going to find your close friend group of people who also want to be voice actors. But you got to be doing weird all the time. You know what I mean? And especially break the tension with a voice, or like start practicing those characters in real life, and then you can be very confident in bringing them to life for something like this. But I'm making voices constantly. I'm doing voices and whatever, trying to brighten people's day. I see the cashier at the grocery store, whatever. Just take an opportunity to be like weird. We don't always have to be like, this is how they expect me to relate, Yeah,
be comfortable in your own skin, definitely. And then, hey, take some vocal lessons. Like, why not? Figure out the limits of your instrument.
And create.
Yeah.
Just create, whatever it looks like. Get in there, get messy. It's not theory, it's like practice. So just start making stuff.
Yeah,
That's real.
definitely.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for that. It's been a great opportunity. Really appreciate you guys giving us a chance to talk to you for today.
You're rock, Colton.
And we hope that we're going to see you guys another time as well, all at the same time. There you go.
Thank you, shout out.
All right, thank you. This is a shout out from Nostalgia.
Good shot. Yeah.
Thank you.